How are you today? I am really glad that you are here because I have a treat for you. I want to introduce you to Meghan Perry. We can't remember how long ago she did the coaching training, 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. But I have been so completely blessed by getting to know Meghan and being with her on this journey, and we've been catching up. And her story for me is one that is super exciting because there is a group of people that seem to come into this coaching training, and in the process it becomes clear that either they were attracted to the coaching training because of something that was coming along in their life experience that this training would really help them through or help them thrive in. And then for some people, it becomes this kind of activation, or it creates space for a personal transformation that it's like it creates fertile ground, or a level of harmony from which people can experience these ahas or breakthroughs or transformations. So Meghan, will you share with us kind of from the benefit of your hindsight, why do you think you were attracted to, you were kind of given the call to join from a wise woman in your life, but why do you think this all happened in the grand scheme of things?
Okay, so I got the call. A friend of mine, her daughter was looking into doing the training, and then she sent me the link to the website, and she was very insistent that I look at it. And so I did, and I had a call with you, Whitney, ahead of time, and I signed up. I just knew that it was something that I had to do. And then approximately a month later, I had a near-death experience. That was so December I signed up, January I had a near-death experience, and then February we started training. And it was just such a beautiful way for me to have another language for expression. So everything after my experience was changing. I was having a lot of internal changes. I was engaging with the world in a much different way. And going through the training and starting to paint again, it was just flowing out of me. So I had this means of expression that was beyond thinking, and it was beyond my past conditioning and my stories and all of that kind of thing. And it was opening up into a new realm of storytelling and expression that was clearly from a different part of myself and my kind of energy makeup. So it was so perfect, that timing, for me to have this kind of huge experience that I wasn't sure about. It takes a while to integrate that kind of experience and to know where that fits and how things have changed and how to move through the world after that. And like literally 2 weeks after it, I had a way to help me express that and to help me see what was coming out on the canvas and just really explore all of that in a different way and in a very deeply introspective way. So instead of kind of trying to find something outside of myself that I can hook into, the training really continually directed me back inside for the expression of this thing that had happened and all of these changes and the energetic. And that continues in my life. So I've done some teaching, I've done some other training, but most of all, this has become part of my meditation practice. So I regularly go to the canvas. And for me, it really is that way to just allow the expression to come through. So it's interesting because in some ways it mimics my experience, which involved a moment of surrender. And that's still the case now when I go to the canvas. There's a moment of surrender. So I'm not, I never know what I'm going to paint. I never know what's going to come out. I just let the process happen. And I'm almost kind of just observing it. And that's when this expression comes out of things that I probably could never put into words or talk about in any way. And it's like the energy is just translated onto the canvas, and I can see it and I can show it to people and I can engage with it in a different way. And it's constantly changing and evolving, which is fantastic. So it's really the process of it.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful way for me to have those moments of surrender and expression, because it's like a relief. You know? Part of me can stop trying to make sense of or sort out what's going on, and then just let go and enjoy the process of painting. Let it happen, see what comes out. I'm usually surprised. You know, I usually kind of stand back after a while and go, oh, okay, you know, that's what was going on. And then I can just observe it and then let it flow on as well. So I didn't know it at the time, obviously, when I signed up, but it was exactly what I needed to help me in integrating the experience that I didn't yet have and that was coming up. So I kind of like to congratulate myself on setting that up so beautifully ahead of time. It's a really good creation on my part. And it was just a beautiful thing that's continued on.
I love that. And, you know, as a creatively fit coach, what we're really doing, the invitation is to bring other people into this sacred personal painting practice. And it will meet people exactly where they are. And the truth is that, you know, the language of our soul is energy, and it's light and it's color and the imagery and the symbolism. Whether, you know, I feel like a lot of your paintings, you might describe them as abstract or something like that, you know, but it's a vibration. And this painting practice gives everyone, gives me, gives Meghan, a way to transcend this thinking, logical, linear, fear-based mind and integrate into your physical experience this wisdom, the higher level of consciousness, the creative possibility that is constantly mirroring back to us from the canvas. And it meets you where you are, and it creates this bridge or a portal or an activation. You know, it's different for everybody. But it is so magical and so powerful and so available, right? It's not about being good at painting. It's about opening up to this language, right? You might think of it like, you know, we all speak the same language, but we have different accents and our voices are different. And it's like the same thing with painting. We all paint, you all can paint, and it will sound, look, feel different. And that's exactly as it should be. So, wow, thank you for sharing.
Oh, you're welcome.
Your story with us. I love, so you got into sound healing too, as well, through this, which I had as well the last couple of years, and I'm always using singing bowls. And you have a bigger gong than I do. I still haven't invested in a bigger gong. Hard to travel with a gong. I think that's what's held back there, but I love that connection as well. Just all of us remembering the healing power and energy of vibration and energy as expressed through color and sound. And it fills out the wholeness of who you are, I believe.
I think they're all different ways that we can kind of open up our perspectives and have other options available. And really at the heart of it for me, it's to see what is. So some things will come out, and it's, you know, for me when I'm painting, it's just an expression of what is. These are things that we might not see all the time or have direct awareness of or talk about, but they're present and they're there and they're available all the time, all these different possibilities and all these different expressions. So it's a way to tap into it.
Right, because ultimately the art we are creating is our life.
Mm-hmm.
And this process will fill out more facets for you and open you up to new ways of thinking and being. And of course, in the coaching training, we experience it personally first. Most importantly, be the change you want to see in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Meghan. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we'll make sure and share your Instagram handle because you're posting beautiful energy.
And my website is there too, so I can give you those details.
Okay, good. Yeah, we will share that. So be sure and follow Meghan, and thank you for watching. And just trust, if you feel the call, the draw to the coaching training, there's a reason it could be really magical and exciting. So thanks, Meghan.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Bye.